I'm just going to review the new Ecto-1, which is on the left here in your video, made by Hasbro, compared to the vintage Ecto-1, made by Kenner, now made by Hasbro. There's a couple problems here with the new Ecto-1 right off the bat, as you can see. It's super narrow. When I was a kid, I had this Ecto-1, and it was far from perfect. It only had seating for 3 Ghostbusters. And if you look at the back here, right, the thing just popped right open the door. So you pop it open and it didn't really close. It didn't fasten. And the re-release by Hasbro also has a very short cord for the hook. So this Ecto-1's far from perfect. And there were a lot of criticisms and reviews on this Ecto-1 from the past. You would think when they make the new version, which is this one, they have done a better job. And in some ways they did, but in most ways they didn't. And I'll show you right now. The door doesn't pop off in the back. It stays closed. That's good. Also too, really that's the only thing I could think of that I could review positively about this thing is that they improved the door, right? But the problem with this Ecto-1 is it only really has seating for 2 now, if you really break it down. Also too, tons of stickers that are hard to apply. The stickers on the tires could have been avoided. They could have just had paint. For the back tires, you need 2 separate stickers. And you got to apply it as you move the tire. You got to do it in 2 stages. That's really annoying. Also, too, these stickers are really annoying. And as you can see, as hard as I try, they still kind of bubbled. And a lot of people have issues with that. But really, it's just so narrow. It's such a narrow vehicle that really the front seat is 1 person and there's a gunner seat. And I didn't have all the parts here because there's so many reviews. My problem with all the reviews online, as I'm trying to get this sturdy, is the reviews online tend to talk about it positively because the people who review it are getting it for free. I paid, I think, around $40 for mine. So the front seat there is just 1 person, right? That's it. Now, this back door opens this way, right? Then you're supposed to pull it. Oops, try to pull it. And then a gunner seat comes out. So it doesn't even pop out like a spring. You got to pull it a little bit and pull it out. And then the gunner seat would sit on these 2 holes. The gunner seat easily comes out because it only goes into these little tiny holes. And again, those are the only 2 chairs. The back, there isn't a lot of room, right? And the steering wheel, look at that. You could barely fit the feet of a Ghostbuster through it. You actually have to kind of wrestle with it and probably chip the paint as you try to put the Ghostbuster's foot through that little hole. Now, what a lot of people like is if you open the back door, right, there's a little, there's a little thing on wheels that could just roll right out that's supposed to be like a ghost trap. That's kind of neat, but again, the size of this, and the plastic's also really soft. It isn't a very strong plastic. I don't know, for me, it's kind of a letdown. But what was a bigger letdown for this Ecto-1 is it didn't come with any ghosts. Other than that little thing on wheels, the little ghost trap, it didn't come with anything else. There's no working lights, no ghosts, no figure. And just, again, seating for 2 is really disappointing. This car should at least seat 4. The old GM Cadillacs were huge. And this one is, if you were to condense this would be as wide as a Honda Fit. If you were to make this to scale in real life, this would be as wide as a Honda Fit at best. Like a really tiny car. And again, it's very disappointing that there isn't a lot of room. Also, again, that gunner seat should spring out. There probably should be some sort of working lights on this thing. And again, you kind of forced to buy it because, at least in Canada, that vintage Ecto-1 was very hard to find. You had to go into the Walmarts many times to hope they have it in stock. Some never carried it, and others only might carry a couple. And it was so hard to find this Ecto-1. It was never available on Walmart.ca that for a lot of people, they were forced to get this Ecto-1, which kind of sucks. Another thing is, I paid I think $42 for it. It ended up going on sale at Toys R Us for $31. So if you're still thinking of buying it, wait for it to go on sale. It probably will. There's not a huge demand for this product. That's all I got to say. Have a good day.